Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video you will learn three different ways to find a distance between 2 points, wherein we will first understand how we can use a math library. After that we will use external libraries to get a distance between 2 points. So the first thing that we will use is the inbuilt math library. So in order to use that, you don't have to use any package manager to install it. So in order to use that, you have to first import that library into your system. You just have to use a import keyword followed by the name of the library. Now once you import the library, the next thing that you have to do is to define those 2 points between which you wanted to find the distance. Okay, now here we have taken 2 points wherein we have a p1 coordinates as 4,3 and p2 coordinates as 0,0. So what we are trying to do over here is that we wanted to find a distance from the origin to the point 4,3. Now to calculate the distance, we will be using math.dist function over here. So what it does is that it takes 2 parameters, which is nothing but the 2 coordinates between which we wanted to find the distance, and this function will return a value which will nothing but a difference which we will be storing inside a distance variable. Once we get the distance, the next thing we have to do is to just print that distance onto the terminal. So what we have done, we have used a print statement and we are printing the message. The distance between p1 and p2 is the distance that we are getting. Now if you run this code, you will get 5 as the distance between these 2 points. So with this library, that is math library, you can simply use dist function and provide 2 parameters to get the distance between 2 points. Now that you have learned how to use a math library to get the distance, let's learn how we can use a Numpy library to get the distance. So now the first thing that we have to do is to install that library into our system. So for that we have to run pip3 install numpy and hit enter. So it will take some time to install into your system, so just wait for a while. So once you get this message, successfully install numpy, you can get started with the next step, that is to import the numpy library into a script. So over here I have used as np because it is an alias. Instead of numpy, from now on we will use np to call the method that are present in this library. Next thing that we have to do is to define those 2 points. So over here we have used np.array to define those 2 points. So here also we have taken the same point that we have taken for the last example, and once we define the point, we will be using this method to get the distance between 2 points. So this statement will return value which will be get stored in the distance variable. So once you have the variable which has the value, the next thing that you have to do is to just print that using the print statement. Now if you run this code, you will get the same output, that is nothing but the distance between the point p1 and p2 is 5. So as you can see, we are getting the output, the distance between point p1 and p2 is nothing but 5. Now the final model that we will use to get the distance between 2 points is by using a SciPy. In order to use this SciPy library, we have to first install it into our system. So let's first install that. So for that we will use a pip package manager, and we will run pip install SciPy and hit enter. So it will take some time. So once you install the package, the next thing is that we have to define the 2 points. So what we'll do, we will declare 2 variables which will have these 2 points. So after that we need to calculate the distance. So over here we will be calculating a Euclidean distance. For that we will be using a Euclidean method, and we will provide this 2 point as an argument, and the value will be stored inside this variable, and finally use a print statement to print the distance between these 2 points. Now if you run this code, you will get distance between point p1 and p2 as 5.